let me tell you about this orchestra concert that I just did in Italy. I have to share this with you. It was an orchestra concert with one of my favorite orchestras, Rai Orchestra Torino, and it was for the 100th anniversary celebrating radio in Italy. And they decided to do a concert of jazz-inspired pieces from the 30s, 40s, and 50s with large orchestra and fantastic soloists. And it turned out to be an exceptional evening. For me, one of the great surprises on this concert was the sign language interpreter. How do you sign music and express? Well, we had Caterina Musio, and she was in a performance all unto herself. I was so captivated. I'm conducting and I'm looking to my left all the way down at the end, and her gestures. I wish that my conducting could be as expressive as she was. But how do you show emotion? How do you show people what the intent of music is through sign language? I found her fantastic. Fascinating just watching her and discussing with her afterwards what she does. She is a coda child. Both of her parents were deaf. And as she described to me, she said that signing was her mother language. The concert had a wonderful array of Italian artists. First one being a good friend of mine who I had the pleasure of working with about 10 years ago, Tosca Donati, an exceptional actress, singer, personality. She's just was wonderful, and it was great to work with her again. Also on the program was perhaps the best jazz trumpet player in all of Italy, Fabrizio Bosso. He is killer, a great player, wonderful human being. We had a great time just enjoying it, and for him to appear with a large orchestra was a lot of fun, and to create that environment, and he was exceptional. Also on the program was a quartet that sounded very similar to what in America we might know as Manhattan Transfer, for people that have this tightly knitted vocal sound that we know from the 40s, 50s, 60s as hyper jazz, super tight harmonies, and they were a joy. I'd worked with them last year as well, but to have them again on this program, and I loved the repertoire that they did. So they were swinging, and we were having a great time. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Ugo Viola. Ugo is the artistic director of the Moncalieri Jazz Festival. It wouldn't exist without him. He also happens to play accordion, and he played for Pavarotti. If you look at the old Pavarotti and Friends from 30 years ago, and you see this very, very young accordion player doing Non ti scordar di me or whatever it was in the background, that was Ugo. And he's dedicated so much of his life in making the Moncalieri Jazz Festival a destination every year, bringing these wonderful jazz artists, and they do a whole week's worth of programs, of which our concert was just the finale concert. So, Ugo, thanks for all you do.